we're going to be working almost the exact same sweep that we did on Monday, or Tuesday, I'm sorry. We did a throw to an X guard to a sweep. I'm going to give you a different entry into the same sweep. All right, so every time that I do this, guys, this is my favorite entry into an X guard, and it's a little bit lower, right? So from here, I'm going to start off into a butterfly position. So one leg is going to go in between his legs, guys. The other leg usually goes to the outside. I'm going to grab the belt around, underneath his arm, around his waist, guys, and I'm going to hug his arm, and I'm going to put my head right into his shoulder. Once I get to here, guys, now, it can be one of two things. Either he posts or he doesn't. If he doesn't post, I'm still going to drive my shoulder down the mat. So don't move your leg. Ready? I'm still going to drive my shoulder down to the mat, and I'm just going to do a real basic sweep and end up on top of him. I'm driving his shoulder, lifting up his leg, and almost the exact same thing as the throw, but in a sweep position starting from guard, right? Or I can do it the other way so you guys can see. I'm grabbing into the belt. I'm grabbing into the belt, holding onto the arm. He's not moving his leg yet. He didn't understand. And then I sweep him, and he ends up on the other side. And I'm using my hook to get him, right? So now what he's going to do is he is going to take a step. So I have my hook, I have his belt, I have his arm. He can't post with his arm, but when I start sitting, he makes a really good step here. So now, can I finish the sweep here? No. What I'm going to do is instead of holding onto his arm, I'm going to grab underneath his leg, and I'm going to shoot myself underneath and really start getting into position. Don't lay down. Stay up on your feet. So once he gets to here, guys, I'm already extending him and taking him, and the farther into the sweep, into the split that I get him, the harder it is for him to maintain position. Put your knee down on the mat. Ready? Once I get underneath, I hold on to the leg, and now I can decide. I can either go forward, backward, side to side, wherever I need to do. From here, you see where he has his hand? He's already posting this hand. I can go underneath it, grab, lift it up off the mat, and then extend them, and then start taking them in that direction. It really doesn't matter. It matters as I'm going to get underneath and really split him up. So whether he has his knee down, whether he has his feet up, if he's extended, it's harder for him to maintain balance. This is where he wants to be, and the farther I open him up, the harder it is for him to keep his balance and take that position, right? So again, from here, I get to my spot, underneath his leg, grab his belt, grab his arm, I sit to that side, he starts stepping, I get underneath, and I'm attacking right away. Once I get to here, I start attacking, I start getting into my X. My feet, and right now it rotates, so you guys can see, one foot is behind the knee, the other foot is underneath his ankle, right in front of his foot. And now from here, I'm going to start extending him and start sitting him up, wherever he's going. Let's say he stays on his hands and stays on his knees. I'm still going to extend him in that direction and hold on to his legs. So I'm going to extend him. He puts his hands on the floor. Don't roll. There you go. Once he gets to here, where do I go?
Stand up.
Stand up. I do my technical lift. I come up to my hand. The foot that's behind him, I'm going to stand all the way up, and I'm going to walk him all the way onto his back until I walk him and complete the sweep. So it really doesn't matter how he's going to react. I'm still going to be able to extend as long as I make some kind of position, some kind of space, come up to one hand, and be able to stand up. Can you get on this side, please, so I can see? So again, butterfly guard. I'm grabbing into the belt, holding onto the arm. I sit to this side. He takes his step. Once I get underneath him, I don't want to stay on the outside. I really want to get underneath him and really put all his weight on top of me so I can move him, right? If I'm too far out, I can't control. Now watch what I did. One foot is behind his knee. Can everybody see this foot? The other foot is underneath his ankle or in front of his leg. I really want to extend him out. And all I'm doing is kind of pressing. I'm pushing my legs. My knees are bent right now. I'm going to extend him. He has to walk with his hands so he's not able to get swept. So I extend him. He comes up to that knee. Put my foot down. Hold that leg up on my shoulder. I come up to my hand, and then I kind of walk him down. I try not to end up inside his guard. I'm always passing or walk the leg around, pass the other side. Doesn't really matter which way to go as long as I end up somewhere on top of him. Even if I sweep and I end up inside his guard somehow, do I still get a sweep? Yes. Yeah, as long as we exchange positions, it doesn't really matter. I'm still up on points if I'm in a if I'm in a match, or if I'm in a self-defense situation, now he's on the ground. Now he's on concrete, he's on tile, he's on all this bad spot. Does that make sense or no? Ready? I think this will be the best spot. Ready? So from here, I'm holding on. Look at my leg. My leg starts underneath his leg. My other foot's underneath. I grab the belt. I hug the arm. I'm going to go into my first sweep. It doesn't work. He's not letting me. He took that step. I get underneath the leg. I get underneath his body. I get underneath his foot. And now from here, both my feet are just going to extend. Once I extend, he tries to stay up. He doesn't want to get swept. Holding on to his leg. Look at my hand. My hand goes down. Foot goes down. Come up to my knee if I have to. Come up to my foot if I can. Keep walking forward until he's on his back and I'm on top. All right? The most important thing is that I end up on top. All right? Anybody have any questions? Everybody's okay with this? Good job. Ready? 1, 2, 3.